What the fuck are you doing here? Relax. At least it's not Megatron bursting in. Yeah, he hasn't burst in. Why isn't he here? By the way, thought he would be here the moment we all got together. I mean, hell, this is his statue right here. Look at it. I see. You know you could be so much greater, right? Like what? I mean, it's Christmas. Do things as a team, right? Yeah? Are you saying... We got some Autobots. Thought you might want to rough them up. You're kidding. Am I? You want Lord Megatron here, you want me. I'd rather have you. That's what I thought. Oh, one more thing. You leave any of them unharmed. Fuck you. Just fuck you. Merry Christmas, son. I got a better plan instead of just doing that. Like what? You'll see. Why is it all talking to us? Just wait. I've given you some upgrades the last time we've seen each other. All of us have upgrades. Is that thing going to... What's up, YouTubers, one and all? My name is 1987, and welcome to not only the Merry Christmas final review of 2023, but also the combination review for Transformers Iron Factory IDW Deceptitronus, which is basically Iron Factory's OC combiner, which combines the DJD. That's basically what it is. This is including mostly the purple parts, purple versions of the characters. I mean, Tarn, of course, is always purple. But, Helix is supposed to be blue, a dark navy, a light navy blue. And then, Tessera is supposed to be tannish. So, the fact that this is here, it's kind of saying something, you know? But, I digress because this is basically the combination video. And we're just going to be running through some comparisons and whatnot, starting with vehicle mode, then we'll go to robot mode, and then finally we'll get to combination and whatnot, because, oh boy, this video is going to be big. Alright? It's going to be video going to be very big, as you could tell from the, I'd say, 3-minute prologue, I guess? Yeah. You heard right. 3-minute prologue. And I don't know why, but there we go. Okay, so first of all, it's supposed to be the Christmas video, right? I'm going to give you something a little bit special because, you know, I'm a married person. Today, your recording session is December 21st, aka happy 5th anniversary to the Bumblebee movie, even though it's supposed to be releasing on Christmas. However, because of the anniversary, we got ourselves what appears to be the Voyager-class Shockwave. Holy shit, that looks impressive. I ain't gonna lie, that is just beautiful. And here's the thing, that just came out of nowhere. Like, I'm just recording, I see a ping, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check what it is, Transformers News. When I scroll it up, I see Shockwave, I'm like, this better not be. And I read, Studio Series BBM Shockwave leaked images. It's looking peak. Fuck yeah, it is. Yeah, this figure, that Shockwave is gonna be scalped just like the Studio Series one. No doubt about it. The movie version. Well, I mean, they're both movie versions, but I mean the Bayverse version. So, yeah, I mean, ironically, I also used to have the core class version of Shockwave, so that's amazing. But anyways, enough talk. We're gonna get down to the actual transformation, or at least the comparisons and whatnot, because we got a lot to go through. Here we go. And after about an hour setting this up, this is essentially the Sonic comparison with the rest of the Decepticon squad that I have. And yeah, this is a big collection. How many do I have? I actually don't know how many I have at the moment now. I'm gonna count minus the statues, so we're gonna count. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 35 Decepticons. Honestly, I used to own Predaking and he would have counted, but now it's down to 35. And wow. Just wow. By the way, there are other things that would kind of count, but at the same time, I don't. This is basically Legend scale right here. Like, there's nothing else that beats this. And I don't think there should be a reason, because we got all the Commander class, we got all the Legend, we got all the Legion, the Legends, and now the Iron Factory extra stuff. I recently sold, about like a month ago, I sold off, what's her name? Slipstream. I sold off Slipstream. And, yeah, this is pretty much it now. I'm not saying that it was worth it selling off, but at the same time, it is good to get something like that out of my collection and kind of make it a little bit more, cleaner. So I have 36 at the moment. 36. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this much when it comes to it, but at the same time, maybe I was counting wrong, maybe I was counting right. I gotta double check the docs real quick. Yes, I have an actual docs I've been using to keep track of my collection. Where is it? Where is it? Also, this is still not everything, because at the time of this recording, actually, even though I have sold it, well, I mean, okay, I'm gonna be frank here. It ain't exactly the full complete lineup. I will do an updated recording with all the Legion class stuff that I have. The Legion class Legends Decepticons, because I'm also including my friend's giving me back Devastator, so that's gonna be fun. And I'm currently trying to replace Starscream with a better version. But yeah. If you want other side comparisons, since we're doing Tesserus now, and actually no, this is actually the beginning of the video, kinda, with the DJD. This is the DJD Combiner video. This ain't Tesserus anymore. And this is basically the last video of 2023 as well. So, hurrah, I guess. If you want, say, deluxe class, technically we've already gone through like the deluxe Voyager and other stuff with these guys, so pretty much it's basically down to bringing in the one and only final person that really matters in this lineup. How did they scale? Chaos Bringer. And yeah, some people fell over. Starscream just turned to the left. I guess that's good enough. And yeah, just holy smokes, that is something. That is just, I liking this. I really am. I would like to get the Iron Factory, Galvatron, Scourge, and Cyclonus. But for the time being, this is basically it. And by God, I love all of it. I love all of this. Will I be trying to get more in the future? Possibly. I will possibly try to get more Legend scale, kind of. But if you want to know what the Autobots stuff is compared to all this, well, I haven't transformed all of them, but you see that pile right there? Ignore Mirage. See that pile right there? That's all the Autobots. I'm not joking. Well, okay. Yeah, now that's all the Autobots. But yeah, that is not a lot. I barely have any Iron Factory Autobots, which means I need to get some very soon. Or next year, at least. But yeah, I mean, this ain't a bad thing. It really isn't. It just makes things challenging, though. On top of that, 2 Primes and 2 Ultramantises doesn't really line up to be a good thing. Meanwhile, everyone else here is freaking unique. At least, until I get something like, say, Core Class Starscream to actually scale better. And then on top of that, getting, I'd say, more army building stuff. But, you know what? I think this is fine. I think all of this is just fine. Like, there's nothing wrong or bad with all this. So, yeah, I mean, that really is it. Like, I don't know what else to say except, let's get into vehicle modes, per se. I mean, vehicle modes for everyone, and it's going to be a little bit of slog, including, remember, the Transform Unicron, which I have not transformed Unicron in a very long time. Now, why am I heading to vehicle modes? Because, well, 2 of them need, well, I mean, at least one of them, one of the combiners needs to be in vehicle mode for transformation. And then the others are just kind of going to need to take them apart and all that shit, so, yeah. So pretty much, this is going to be a slog and a half that I need to do. Thankfully, this is my end of recording session for tonight because it is getting late, so I don't have to do it all right now. So see you after a little bit after the break, and we're going to get straight into the vehicle modes. Or just alternate modes, because some of them don't have actual vehicle modes. They have, like, beast modes, or in the form of Unicron, fucking planet mode. So, yeah. Let's just get into it. Also, this is not how we're opening the video. This is just simply us kind of setting up how everything's gonna be for, like, comparisons and whatnot. Yes, we're going to be comparing what they look like inside of vehicle modes and all that shit. And ultimately combined form, teaching how to go through that process. And it is a definite process. It is honestly more fun than doing Bruticus. I'm going to say that. It is actually more fun than doing Bruticus because it's like you're putting together a Lego or a, it's like a Lego Creo or even a model kit set. Whatever. It's entertaining. Unlike Bruticus, who's just soured on me, like, what the fuck? And now, besides the statues, here we have every single one of my Legend Scale Decepticons in vehicle mode. I'm gonna update this when I get Devastator, but yeah. This is pretty much what's going to happen. And then on top of that, let's bring in one more thing to kind of, hint at a later review for the 500 subscriber special. There you go. So, yeah, I mean, I spent enough time on the robot mode comparison because, well, we were looking through everything and, like, we were just kind of talking and whatnot. But here is just simply vehicle mode comparisons, and here are all 5 of them right here. But, yeah, I mean, that's basically it. So, now let's get the comparisons. Now that the comparisons are really done, let's actually do transformation shit, shall we? Into combined form, because now it's finally time. Now, because it has been some time since we last tore apart these guys to show off how exactly to tear apart, I'm going to show you how to do it. Well, first of all, Kaon's pretty easy. All you have to do is just keep the arms up and just fold the legs like this. That's basically all you have to do. It's really not that hard for Kaon. So we're going to put him off to the side for now. And Voss is simply just... Also, get Nightbird's sword out of there. Voss is... has his gun fall off. Why? Anyways, as I was saying... before I got really interrupted. Voss is just a sniper rifle for robot mode, so there we go. So really, we just need to focus on Tarn, Helix, and the bust statue of Megatron, of Minor Megatron, because, well, how would I put this? Testers are already torn up from last review at the end of it, so we're gonna get straight into it. So, first what I want to do is that we're just gonna take everything off of the bust statue. We're gonna do that first. We're going to take everything off. We're going to split it apart and whatnot. It's just something simple. Something easy to do. For this, you want to carefully detach it and then take it off from here. And we might as well do the cannon now. Might as well, because this is the part that kind of just gets in the way, kind of. So, what's for this going to happen is we want to straighten it out, first of all. We want to take Kaon. I've already done this before, but I'm going to do it again. So, there are specific spots you need to do. So, these hands go into these pegs right here. There are specific slots on Kaon that are going to... See, there's a slot right there. You're going to need to peg somewhere here. No, this peg goes right here. These kind of just sit there. And then these pegs, you need to have them facing like this so they can actually slot in on the sides of the cannon. Which is a little bit hard to do, to be honest. But essentially, this is, you just gotta finagle it. That's all you gotta do. So you gotta click it in, like so. You gotta tab it in like so, and then you just use these parts to tab the gun in on both sides. And then you just collapse it down, and there you go. There's the cannon. It's not exactly tight, but it is good enough. Also, that part's going to be flopping around a little bit. So, there's the cannon all done. We're going to prepare Tarn now. And Tarn is, again, pretty easy. So, we're just going to lift this up. We're going to take his cannon off. We're going to leave the arms exactly like they are. We don't need to do anything with the arms. We're going to not pop that little bit off, because that part pops off all the time. We're going to take these off. These are going to go on the statue. In fact, we're going to show off the statue right now. So, really the last piece that needs to be taken off the statue is this part, and this part can be a pain in the ass to actually get off. Which is why we need something like this to get in. See? Like that. So, it's just a big box, but this box is going to be used for something. You'll know what it is in a couple minutes. But essentially, this is what it needs to look like. Also, this part needs to be all the way down. For these parts, you're gonna flip these up. You see that there's a hole there. They're going to slide into either of these. I recommend sliding in like this. Kind of like that. And do the exact same thing on their side. Flip that up. And then kind of just attach it there on both sides. And just kind of have it there. Like that. We're going to do the mask last because that's the best part for last. So, we're going to leave it like that for now. And then for Tarn, what we're going to do is that we're going to bring the legs up, all the way up. On the way up. We'll bring them back. Fold these parts out like so. What's going to happen here is that we got these tabs. That's going to... We use this purple slot in vehicle mode. We use this slot for combine mode. And what we're going to do is that we're just going to simply tab these onto the legs. Like so. Also part of this combination is this part, which is a bit tricky. And you're going to use the upper peg for this, which is also tricky in itself. And you basically use these black pegs right here. It's just kind of just to secure it in combined form, but yeah, like that. And then you're going to do the exact same thing on the side. You're going to basically tab these together. Like so. Make sure this is oriented well enough, properly. Because if not, we're going to have issues. See, oriented properly like so. And then, that's basically it. That's basically what you're going to have. So, then you're going to lift these up. And then you're going to come back here, and you have these big slots. You're going to have these big tabs go through. Basically, you need to line it all up like this. And essentially just finagle it. You need to finagle it. It's a pain in the ass, but it works. It's worked before, trust me. It worked here, it's worked. Just need to line it up properly. If you don't line it up properly, it's going to fall off during combination. Give me one. So, like that. And then what you're going to do is that you're going to bring this back. That's going to basically cover up the head and whatnot. And kind of just create that look. And then that part is done for now. So now we're going to tear apart Helix. And Helix tearing apart is the exact same things we did during his review. So first of all, tear this off. Tear this off. Tear this off. Tear this off. And tear this off. What we're going to do here is that we're going to basically turn this into the 5-finger hands instead of 3-finger. It's easy, said and done. Girls, I'm doing a review, quiet. Sorry. Even on Christmas. Even on the Christmas video, that has to happen. So, just straighten out the hands and whatnot. Straighten out the hands. Flip this back in. And just kind of let it shut on its own. Like that. So, there's the hand, all done. Second reverse, same as the first. Bring these out. Bring this out. Straighten out the hands. Straighten out the hand. Fold this in. And then make sure it's just kind of locked into place. Like so. So, those are the hands all done. We're going to come here and we're going to take off this entire backpack section. We're going to take these parts off. Like so. And like so. Then we can come down and take these apart. So yeah, it's getting a little bit of a mess now, but trust me, this mess is not going to last for long. So, you're going to want to point these down, lift the head up, and essentially, if you're transformed back into vehicle mode, just kind of rip these off. This is going to allow you space to slide these out. Like so. And then you can just push them back in. Push them back in. Push the head down. And take this part off. This is gonna become the ass. Yeah, it's weird, but that's how it happens. So, if you want to take the leg off. Take the leg off. There's another missile launcher, because the first one is from Tesserus. If you can see, the same 4 ports, and then 4 ports, so that's how that works. We're going to do the feet now. So the feet is, you take one of these and you slot it right, where is it? Right here, kind of just slot that into place, so that creates like the foot or whatnot. Got this big slot in there, we'll be doing that in a moment. So, we're going to do this on both sides, by the way. We're going to do this on both sides. Like so. These are going to help with the feet. How they help with the feet? Well, you'll see in a moment. So, the legs, what you want to do is that you want to straighten it out, push it back, and fucking not do that, please. So, something like this. And then you're going to carefully fucking You're basically supposed to do that. Alright, you're supposed to do that. This is what you're supposed to do. Something like this. Alright, so that's on the back. It's like that. This is going to slot into the back of the leg like this. And it's preferred that it's this side, you know. No, this side. This side. Because, you know, you have it like... And this is also where you can have the ankle tilt, because that's how this ankle tilt works. So, then you're going to take this. You're going to... take this, open it up. Where is it? Where's the open up? Where's the open up? Okay, so you're going to take this, you're going to open it up. You're going to swing that down. And then you're going to swing this up. And for this, I recommend, if it's too tight, just use the leg and just kind of like that. So it should be looking like this. And then what you're going to do is that you're going to take this slot and peg it in here. And trust me, this part is going to be hard to take off if we ever discombine this. So you do that, and then you just tap that in. And then lastly, you're going to take one of these, they're exactly the same, and you have a slot there. And what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to peg it in right there. It's supposed to kind of collapse entirely on the top of the leg. Like so. And then this allows you to slot it in the leg. Like so. Get it all nice and straight in there. That's the wrong leg. That's the wrong leg I wanted it in. This is the leg I wanted it in. So, you push that in there. And there's a leg all done. We're going to do the exact same thing. No, wait, hold up. Leg's not almost done. Leg is almost done. So, you have this part now. You have this part. And what you're going to do with this part is, well, actually, I think it's this one? Yeah, I think it's this one. But you have this slot right here. You have this big tab right here. Hold up. Focus. Focus. There we go. So you have that tab right there. And what you're going to do is that you're going to use this. And then you're going to kind of angle this as much as you can. And then this is going to collapse right there on that tab. And then the arm just kind of sits right there. And there's a leg all done. Second verse, same as the first. Lift this up, bring that down. Bring this down like that. Lift that up. Bring that back. Tab these together. This should seriously not be like this. Okay, then you can just tab that in. Once it's all nice and squozen, you're going to take the other one, tab it in. I'm taking my time here, alright guys? I don't want to rush for you. But essentially then you're going to tab it in here. Like so. You're going to take this one. Again, there's that peg. Slot it in there. Straighten out the arm. And then you can just bring that back over the top. And there are the legs all done, almost. For this part, you have this tab. It's going to go into that slot right there. And it's just going to collapse over that, and there you go. There's the ass. For these arms, it is really simple. Actually, no, we're almost done here. We're almost done. So, you're going to carefully, because I don't know why these are not doing it, but you're going to carefully bring these back, like so. And then this slot right here is supposed to slide right there into place, like that. That's the entire chest done. For the back, we're going to do that in a moment. We're going to put on all the extra add-ons in a moment. But now, this guy's going to start getting really big really quickly. So, also, we're going to finish out the arms. So, the arms, we're going to take the respective sides, and we're going to kind of put them up like that, and here you go. There's a side all done. Then we're going to do the same thing here. Take that in, and boom. So now we're ready to basically combine. So we're going to slot these pegs onto the bottoms here. We're supposed to slide in all the way, like so. And like so. So see, now it's starting to grow. Now it's starting to grow really quickly. Honestly, this is about to become my favorite part right here. So, I'm going to lift it up a little bit. So, besides tabbing in the ass, you have these 4 big slots right here. And you have 4 big slots right there. This is my favorite part of the transformation, and it is satisfying. What you want to do is that you want to line it all up. Make sure it's all straightened out and everything. Line it all up with the locks and everything. And then just simply slide down. Now, of course, this can be a little frustrating at first, but it's doable. Okay, I recommend taking off the chest part first so that you have space to do it. You see what you're actually going for. Okay. Like so. There we go. And there we go. So there's that all done. Now, before we put on the arms, we're going to need to do a few extra things in the back. So, you have these right here. They're going to slide right here. There's a slot here, and there's a peg there and there. You're just going to need to kind of fiddle around with it and hope that actually tabs in. And like so. And then you're going to need to do the exact same thing on our side. Tab there, slot there. Just like so. On the back are these. You got these tabs right here. They're going to slide right here and right here and right here. So it doesn't matter which side you do it on. They're both going to fit the exact same way. Like so. You can bring these up like that for now. Tape the arm. Just slide it in. And then on this side, you got this huge ass slot that's going to tab in right there. This is going to create the cannon. I recommend you do this without tabbing on the arm first, so you're going to... This is basically the same exact connection port as Bruticus's gun. You're going to basically collapse all that around, like so. This arm is always a pain in the ass, and I seriously do not know why. But, tab it in. And last but not least, we take the Decepticon logo, the mask, oh my fucking god. We take the mask, and there is a peg there. It's going to slot right there on top of the eyebrows. We're going to just slot that into place. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors, here we finally have Deceptitronus, aka the DJD Combiner, in their combined form. And holy shit, this guy is amazing. This guy is just amazing to look at. Like, I kid you not. And on top of that, this guy is bigger than Bruticus. Now, of course, I'll show this off later during the actual comparisons, but just look at this. And he's even more stronger than, because, like, this guy is just lanky and, like, shaky and whatnot. This guy, he's hefty. Holy shit. I'm just loving him. I really am. I really think that this was the best choice for the end of the year. And also on top of that, it's Christmas, so hooray! Also, this transformation took fucking half an hour. But then again, I was trying to show you everything. If I did just show you only the parts only, it probably would have been smaller. But, again, combination, you know? Combination can take you a little while. Especially for big, chunky boys like this guy. And then Blackout, who I still not... I honestly just refuse to transform just for a side comparison. But then again, I do have all the time in the world. But at the same time, nah, I think that's it. I think that's really it. So now we're just gonna head down to articulation, side comparison, and then just the end review. Because this is just really big. articulation goes on this guy, we're using this side because this side's really stiff on my copy. But we got a ball joint at the head. Can look up, can look down, really down. Wow. He's got a ounce movement for the head. Can turn 360. That's really good. Shoulders are on a hinge joint. As long as you move this, so they can move up that far. They can be straight down. If you move this, they can move 360. But be careful with the plastic. Arms can, if you move this, they can go forward that far. These can turn, but you also gotta be careful. He has a over 90-degree bend at the elbow, and it's a really tight elbow. He has a wrist swivel, finger articulation. We got a thumb and 4 fingers. So yes, he can do the thingy. He can do Yep. You're welcome. He has wait for it, ab crunch. He has a wicked ab crunch. He has a waist swivel. Although, you gotta take off that backpack for it, which, honestly, I'm fine with that. Got some hip skirts here and there. His legs can kick. I mean, you gotta get them out of the way, first of all. Flip them up, and they can kick forward that far. Without the backpack, they can kick back that far. They have a thigh swivel. They can they? I'm not sure they can, because we got these treads in the way, but we'll do our best. He can do the full splits, ladies and gentlemen. We got that. Also extra articulation, because I guess this kind of counts. We have all of this. These rabbit claws and whatnot. No, these are the same as that articulation that we saw on, Marak. And then, he's got a, I guess, almost 90-degree bend at the knee, thanks to the fact that this is attached to something, so it might fall off. He's got a huge ankle tilt. Toe down, and toe pivot, a foot pivot, and that is basically it for articulation. This guy is way more articulated than this guy. The only thing this guy has for him is, I guess, these. But really, he's built better. Like, he's just built better, and I don't know why, but he just is. So, standing him up and just plugging his back on his ass. Wherever it goes. Seriously, where does it go? There we go. Alright. So, now we're going to head into the side comparisons. which I pre-recorded because, well, let's face it, it's gonna be a hassle to get everyone that I want on screen. So, give me a moment, and yes, you can keep flipping off the camera. Why not? And for comparison, let's bring out some Deluxes, Voyagers, and Leaders, shall we? So, obviously, the Voyager we have to do a side comparison with is my... What the hell? Come on. There we go, that's much better. Yeah, so, there's Tarn. Here's Rise of the Beast Optimus next to it, cause why not? And you can see it clearly towers over him. So, we got that. I'm gonna bring in Earthspark Starscream because I've been loving the hell out of that figure. So, there you go. As a deluxe. If you want a leader class, well, let's bring in, I unfortunately took off all the parts because it was getting very fucking annoying, but Scourge. And it's not that bad. It really isn't that bad. Last time we checked, the Fallen did not reach the height of Bruticus, who I will be putting in the camera in a moment. So, how does he compare? Also, on top of that, I don't have everything on the Fallen. I only have his mask recently, so there's that. So how does he compare next to... Yeah, actually, standing upright, he's about head-to-head with him. So that's impressive. Just about. Like, the top of the head reaches up to about right here. It's still not enough to be tall. Now, of course, we gotta figure out what's the side comparison next to my other Iron Factory Combiner, and the one that has aged the worst by far. There you go. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. And then you might be wondering, what's his size next to Devastator? Because unfortunately, I don't have a Legends Devastator with me at the moment. Not the Revenge of the Fallen one. I mean like a Legends scale G1 Devastator. So the only one I have that works kinda is this. And you know what? Devastator's usually like the tallest of the combiners, so it would make sense that he is tall. So, you know what? I'm kind of fine with the scaling. Although, truth be told, that does make it, he's more like the tallest, he's the most famous, and then he is the strongest. So, that's what I'm gonna put it like. We got that. And then, I'm going to cut off the camera for just a moment because this is going to take a little while to actually set up. So, be right back with the final side comparison. And as promised, there is the side comparison with the combiners and basically the entire Decepticon armada. Wait, shit, we're missing one. Now we have everyone. Look at that. That is a beautiful look. Like, that is an army right there. This might as well be the thumbnail, I don't know. Yeah, it might be. I might just say heck it as the thumbnail because this is a beautiful picture. And honestly, this is where we end the review. And the last review of 2023. Oh, I mean, of course, I'm going to add in a couple extra edits here and there, but this is it. This is the last one because I've done quite a lot this year. I really have, but this is honestly my biggest grail, if anything. Like, this is, like, I got a few grails here and there. I mean, I even got Unicron. But, all in all, this is it. Like, this is the end of the review and end of 2023. Will I be doing any other videos 2023? Maybe, but this is the last review of 2023. You'll be expecting a whole lot in 2024, but since it's the holidays and whatnot, I guess that's it. Also, because this is in 2024, you're gonna see a brand new setup. Unless you see that spliced through like other videos, I don't know. But yeah, that is it for today. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe, because even though I'm not at 500 subscribers before the end of the year, I would really like to reach it. I highly recommend this set. I really do. Also, this might be the end of my Legends collecting journey, because I'm not sure if I'm getting any more after this. Like, sure, there's the, Leo Kaiser Combiner that they're coming out with, but that ain't even... There ain't even anything coming out from that yet. So, yeah, I mean, this is basically it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you except this is it. I just think that this is the end of my Legends collecting journey. Like, as much as I want to get more Iron Factor and stuff, I think DJD was meant to be the last of it. Like, as much as I want to get the Iron Factory Megatron and the Starscream and the Shockwave and Soundwave and other stuff, I think this was supposed to be the last of it. You know what? Let's add in some extra bots here on top of the on top of here, and just basically bring in my entire Legends collection. Because at this point, this is the end of Legends for me. Like, I think I've reached my max right here with Deceptitronus. I don't think there's anything else I could add except just put the rest of my Autobot Legend scale up here. Of course, it'd be a little bit fiddly, but give me a little bit moment. As promised, now we have all the Autobots on here as well, which basically completes the entire collection. Now, of course, at the time of this recording, since I'm recording pretty early, I don't have the other remaining Legend scale figures that I need to get, but when I do, that's basically it, because this is it. I don't know what else to say except, like, this is it. And this is going to basically complete my Legends collecting journey. Like, I don't think I'm going to collect any further than this. And, yeah, I mean, this is beautiful. Alright. I'm going to say this right now, this is just beautiful. And that's it. Like, I don't think there's anything else left to be said. Like, and then on top of that, I mean, I would pull Unicron out, but you know what? I mean, we've had him for robot mode. We had him we had him for the robot modes. We had him for the alt modes. We might as well do it one last time for the combined form. So, give me a moment. Alright. You want to see how he looks like next to Unicron? Or how all of them look? Well, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Give me a moment to fix everything. Alright, well, there you go. Alright, now we're gonna end the review, because I think it's safe to say that this is possibly the most ambitious collection I've ever had. I'm gonna update this later on. It's not gonna be the same orientation, and on top of that, you'll probably see like an edit, like a future, like, hey, future me here. I got the updated edition thing, so you're probably gonna see that in like about a minute or so. But yeah, thank you to everyone who has watched my channel this year, despite the fact I didn't upload as much this year. I mean, I uploaded more this year, but there was a lot of changes this year as well. I grew a lot more ambitious, and like, it's going good mostly. It's just kind of now, we gotta get all this stuff done, so that's pretty much it. So, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Happy New Year, and as all, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and as always, to all are one.